Okay, this is clause numbers 25 DCCR 0734 and 23 DCCR 1828. Mr. Coleman, if you're planning on using your battery's low when
Well,
you're,
that's actually the court's computer.
and sir, you need to take your hat off.
May I, Judge?
Yes.
I got it early and I tested it and everything was working fine.
Got it. Thomas, save the day. Thank you. All right, ma'am, you're Benita Graham?
Yes.
All right, so let the record reflect Ms. Graham's present with Ms. Holmes. Mr. Coleman is present. It looks like we were here before and Ms. Graham entered pleas of, well, let me see, are we?
We originally came to Ms. Graham pled true to the counts in the motion. There was a post-sentence the PSI done in which Ms. Graham stated that she did not commit the offense, and so the last time we came to court, the court withdrew her pleas and set it for a hearing.
That's
For the, on the motion. So
That's
we're
it.
here on the motion. So we're, got it. Let me get that pulled up. Thank you, Ms. Holmes. And with regard to the newer offense, no plea on it, or it was withdrawn as
It was
well?
withdrawn as well.
Everything was withdrawn. Okay. All right. So, and clause number 23, well, let me go ahead and go through that motion again. Ms. Holmes, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Yes, sure.
So Ms. Graham is on probation for state jail felony offense of credit debit card abuse. Looks like that probation was from December 12th of 2023. It was a 2-year term in the state jail prison that was probated for 3 years. And the allegation, 2 allegations. First is that she committed the new offense of credit or debit card abuse January 3rd of 2025. And then the second is that she's behind in her court assessed fees. So Mr. Coleman, are you ready to proceed?
The state's ready to proceed, Your Honor. Before we get going, I'd like to withdraw the second allegation about the fees. Given the information presented in the PSI indicating that the defendant is unemployed and also on Social Security, I'd like to withdraw that. However, I'd like to reserve my right to put that on as punishment evidence if the court find that first allegation true. That makes
Okay.
sense, sure.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. You may proceed.
The state calls Alex Hill.
Alex Hill. Good morning, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, sir. You can have a seat.
Thank you. Are there any potential defense witnesses in the courtroom? I don't talk to will.
Ms. Holmes. Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor, I'd also ask the court to take judicial notice of the court's file, including the PSI preparing these things.
I was going to tell you guys, everybody has that pre-sentence report. We've already gone over it.
Yes.
And there were attached to the pre-sentence report looks like an evaluation or a letter at least from Dr. Canagati, as well as several letters of support that were sent over from Ms. Holmes. You received all of those?
Yes.
And looks like there was also some medical records that were sent over as well as part of that. And have you all both had an opportunity to review those?
Yes, sure.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. You may, I'll take judicial notice of the rest of the court's file as well. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Would you please state your full name for the court reporter?
Alex Hill.
And Mr. Hill, how are you employed?
I work with Jefferson County Adult Probation.
And how long have you been with the probation department?
I've been with the probation department 3 years now.
Okay.
And part of your duties, do they include supervising defendants who have been placed on community supervision?
They do.
And did you have an opportunity to supervise an individual by the name of Benita Graham?
Yes, sir, I do.
Have you been the supervising officer or probation officer for Benita Graham for the entire time or duration of her probation?
No, sir, I haven't.
When did you take that over?
I began supervising Miss Graham in February of 2024.
And It's certainly you as a custodian of record for the probation department, you have access to all of her records and you have reviewed those records prior to testifying here today.
Yes, sir.
Do you see the individual in the courtroom here today that you come to know as Anita Graham?
I do.
Would you please point to her and identify her by an article of clothing that she's wearing?
She's wearing a pink or purple blouse.
I ask that the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant, Judge.
The record will so reflect.
And just to be clear, she's on probation for state jail felony, credit card or debit card abuse, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
He went on that 3-year probation starting on December the 12th of 2023, correct?
That's correct.
And you're familiar with the process by which each and every defendant is explained their conditions of probation when they are initially placed on probation, correct?
Yes, sir.
I mean, would it be fair to say that's a standard practice?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any reason to doubt that this defendant was not explained her conditions of probation when she was initially placed on probation?
I do not, no, sir.
In fact, her conditions of probation include, as do all conditions of probation, not violating any law or laws of the state of Texas or any other state, correct?
That's correct.
And just one final question. The defendant, what was the defendant's last known address?
The current address I have for Miss Graham is 4440 Gulfway Drive, apartment 224, Port Arthur, Texas.
I'll pass it, Mr. Church.
Ms. Holmes, any questions?
Just a few, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Hill.
Good morning.
Just a couple of questions in regards to Ms. Graham. You stated that you've been supervising her since February of 2024. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, and while on supervision, has Ms. Graham has she come to all scheduled appointments, or have you had any issue with her reporting?
No, ma'am, she reports as instructed.
Okay, and you're aware that Ms. Graham has been diagnosed with breast cancer, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And she has provided that documentation to the department, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, every meeting she provides me updated medical documentation.
Okay, and have you all been working with her to make sure that she maintains or stays compliant with probation while undergoing any not medication, but undergoing radiation or chemo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so the only reason obviously we're here is because of the new allegation of an offense of credit debit card abuse. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
And the process with probation, when there is an allegation of a new offense, is it the standard practice of the probation department to file a motion to revoke probation?
There's several options that can be done, but the court does need to be notified of any type of arrest of any kind.
Okay, and then once the court is notified, who makes the determination to file a motion to revoke probation?
The court ultimately approves the administrative hearing that is then sent to the district attorney's office, and they file that motion to revoke.
Okay, and did you all have an administrating hearing on this particular issue?
I believe it was just me and my supervisor. We completed it without the defendant present.
Okay, so Ms. Graham was not present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and besides this allegation, you stated that Ms. Graham had been compliant, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
I have nothing further for Mr. Hill, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. You're excused.
Quick pause for a second. If you're enjoying these real courtroom breakdowns, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We cover some of the most unbelievable courtroom moments every single day.
You may call your next witness.
The state calls Brittany Morgan.
Good morning. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You can come sit, go right around and sit in that chair right there. And if you'll just do the best you can, speak loudly and clearly into that microphone so we can all hear you. And if it's a yes or no question, be sure to say yes or no, and not just a head nod or an so the court reporter can take everything down.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Would you please state your full name for the court reporter and spell your first name? We actually have a Brittany in the courtroom today with an IE. Want to make sure that you get Brittany correct spelling for your name.
Brittany Janelle Morgan, Brittany.
And how are you employed, Ms. Morgan?
At Groves Auto Body.
how long have you been working for the Groves Auto Body?
For 4 years.
And that's located at 3301 West Parkway, Groves, Texas,
Yes,
Jefferson County. That's also located in Jefferson County, Texas.
yes,
And obviously, given the fact you've been employed there for 4 years, you were obviously employed there back on January the 2nd of 2025, correct?
correct.
Okay. And you went to work that day
Yes,
and then left for the day? You went to work, left for the day?
yes.
And then when you came back the next day on January the 3rd of 2025, what, if anything, did you discover?
That my wallet was behind the phone at the front desk. So I opened it up and my,
Let me unpack that. I want to make sure the judge understands. Is there any reason why your wallet would be at that front desk? Do you work at the front desk, or is there somewhere that you ordinarily would put your wallet?
no, it's not.
Okay. In fact, the last time you recall, where would your wallet have been?
In my purse next to my desk.
Okay. And your desk is not necessarily in that area where the front desk was, where you discovered the
No,
purse
it's not.
or the wallet.
No,
All right.
it's
And this,
not at the front desk.
can this be clear? Because I've been using these terms interchangeably when you and I have talked. We're talking about the wallet that was in your purse. All right.
My wallet was in my purse when I got to work that on the 2nd.
And then on the 3rd, it was discovered at the front desk behind the phone.
Yes,
Okay. And when did you look inside of that wallet to see what, if anything, had been taken?
I did.
What was taken?
My debit card and a credit card.
Okay. Let's start with the debit card. Was that a Natchez Federal Credit Union card?
Yes,
A device that authorized you as the card holder to either obtain property or services by debit?
yes,
And by doing so, you are authorized to use the account linked to the Natchez Federal Credit Union, and the Natchez Federal Credit Union being a financial institution, correct?
yes.
Okay. And what did you do next? When
I-
you found out it was missing?
I looked at my, on my phone to pull up my bank account and I noticed there were charges that I did not spend. So I immediately left work and went to the bank and had them cancel my card.
Let's talk about those charges. Was one of those charges at a Murphy USA located in Port Arthur, Texas?
Yes,
That's a gas station, right?
yes,
Okay. And that particular Murphy, did you make a purchase at that gas station on January the 2nd of 2025?
no, I did not.
And that, when you pulled up that statement or those transactions, did it show when the purchase was made and when it was ultimately authorized?
Yes,
When was it made?
the 2nd.
And when was it ultimately processed or authorized?
Yes,
On the 3rd?
on the 3rd.
Okay. Made on the 2nd, but it was processed on the January 3rd.
Yes,
Okay.
according to my bank.
Okay. And that particular Murphy USA gas station, it's located on Twin City Highway, right?
Correct, that's right.
About, is it fair to say, what, less than 2-3 miles away from the shop?
Yes,
Okay. And what, if any other, what was another purchase that was on that card?
Sirius XM.
Now, do you have a Sirius XM account?
I do not.
Okay. And that was also made on January the 2nd and later authorized on the next day, January the 3rd of 2025.
Yes,
Now, you didn't make the Murphy gas station purchase. You didn't make the Sirius XM purchase. Was there any other attempted charges to that card on or about January the 2nd?
the smoke shop.
That would be the Smoke Corner located at 4101 Main Street in Groves, Texas.
Yes,
Both the Smoke Corner and the Gulfway gas station, are they both located in Jefferson County, Texas?
yes,
And that Smoke Corner, is it also about less than a mile away from the Groves Auto Body Shop?
yes.
May I approach the witness?
Yes, sir.
I am going to show you what I am marking as State's Exhibit number 1. And I'll ask you to take a look at it and tell me if you recognize it, please.
Yes, I do.
What do you recognize it to be?
My bank statement,
The statement that you pulled up when you noticed that your Nature's Federal Credit Union card was missing, right?
yes,
Does it reflect the charges that you just testified about?
yes,
Does it appear to be altered or have been changed in any way?
no,
All right. Is this what you screenshot and gave to the police?
yes,
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, State Officer States 1 for the record of tendering to the council. It's also been provided in discovery.
No objection, Your Honor.
States one's admitted.
Now, the Groves Auto Body Shop, is it equipped with some video surveillance equipment?
yes, it is,
And that video surveillance equipment, are you familiar with it?
yes,
And is it capable of making an accurate recording?
yes, it's capable of making accurate recordings.
And as far as you know, was it properly operating back on January the 2nd of 2025?
Yes,
May I approach the witness, Judge?
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you what I will eventually mark as State's Exhibit number 2. But before I mark it, I'm going to ask you, for the record, for purposes of the record, what are we looking at? What kind of device are we looking at?
the USB,
And do you recognize this USB drive?
yes,
How do you recognize it?
I dated it and signed it and initialed this morning.
And you reviewed it this morning as well, right?
Yes,
Any reason to believe that this USB drive, the one you reviewed this morning, has been altered or manipulated, changed in any way?
no,
Fair and accurate copy
yes,
of the surveillance video from January the 2nd of 2025. Fair and accurate copy from January 2nd.
yes,
Okay. Now, at this time, State Officer States 2, I'll tender to defense counsel, but it's also been provided in discovery.
Yeah, if I could briefly take the witness on board.
Sure.
Good morning.
morning.
Hi, Ms. Margie, just a few questions in regards to the camera system at Groves Auto Body. Are you the custodian of records over there? Do you handle video footage, any of that?
I don't handle it. I've been asked to pull up, like to be able to log in so someone else can do it,
Okay,
but I don't. I'm familiar with the system, yes.
okay.
We use advanced alarm systems
Okay,
and they come out whenever we need and pulled stuff up for us.
okay. And so when it comes to, I noticed that you stated that you initialed it this morning. Are you the person who copied the video at the time and provided it to the officer, or was that someone else?
No, I did not.
Okay, so you would be able to testify as to the authenticity of this because you're not the person who actually copied the video and reviewed it and provided to law enforcement. Is that correct?
I did not copy the video that's on there, no.
Your Honor, I would object that it states Exhibit 2 has not been properly authenticated as Ms. Morgan is not the custodian of records, and so the defense would object to the video.
Your Honor, I believe the proper credits carried.
I think the testimony, if I'm correct, was that she saw the video there and then saw that one and that they were the same and had not been altered, correct?
And yes, Your Honor, and to be clear, I mean, I don't know what this witness's definition of custodian of record is. I know we're throwing that term around, but obviously as an employee there, she's a custodian of record.
That objection's overruled. States 2 is admitted.
Commissioner Publisher.
Yes, sir.
There's a screen behind you there, Ms. Morgan, if it's more helpful for you to refer to that. From time to time, I'll be pausing it and asking you questions. First of all, orient the judge. Tell the judge, what are we looking at here?
So right over here on the left side, that's the front desk. That is the first desk. The next one over in front of the copier, that's my desk, and that is my coworker Lupe.
Okay.
And
Who's standing at the front counter?
Miss Benita Graham. She was picking her car up that day.
And for the record, do you see the individual here in the courtroom here today that you know is Benita Graham?
Yes,
Would you please point to her and identify her by an article of clothing that she's wearing?
right there.
What kind of clothing?
She's wearing a pink shirt right now, and then
Okay, no problem. You're not asking the record respect, but we just identified the defendant.
Record will serve.
I mean, you interacted with her or saw her on more than one occasion there at the body shop, correct?
correct.
I mean, why was that? Just to give the judge some background information.
Well, I don't work the front desk at this time. I didn't, but I would help if there was no one at the front desk. And my desk is up there, and so I'm up there all day, when customers come in to drop off or come in to pick up.
And you guys have worked out some type of a payment plan for her, right?
Yes, correct.
To do what?
To pay her deductible.
Because she didn't have the money up front, right?
She had some upfront, and then there was a payment arrangement made with the owner, George Gould, that she could pay it 30 days after the day of pickup.
That's not something that he had to do. It was something that he chose to do, correct?
Correct.
Just for the record, I'm going to fast forward to about 1 minute and 27 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna go back to about 1 minute. 1 minute 18. Who's that? Just walk to the screen.
That's me.
Okay. We are, for the record, now at about 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Is that Bonita Graham there?
Yes.
What just happened there?
She walked from the front desk over to the copier by my desk.
Okay. Is that where your purse was located that day?
Yes.
Is there any reason, at least from a transactional standpoint, as far as why she was there that day, for her to have gone over to your desk or behind your desk?
No, not at all.
Now, I've watched it a couple times, you watched it a couple times. It's maybe kind of hard for the judge to see, and I'll have to run it back. In fact, I think I will, just let her watch that. But what did it appear to you just happened?
That she stuck something in her sweater.
Okay. In fact, I'll just, without pausing it, I'll run it back and let the judge see for herself. Now, a mere matter of seconds, you walk back into your workspace, right?
Yes.
I mean, is it fair to say that had you showed back up 4 or 5 seconds earlier,
Yes.
you would have confronted her?
Yes.
Is it fair to say about 3 minutes and 27 seconds, she's back at that front counter?
Yes.
In about 3 minutes and 54 seconds, your coworker walks away and you're still sitting there at your desk, right?
Correct.
All right, let me pause for a second. What color was your wallet, or was your wallet that day?
Purple.
Purple. Now, we're about 4 minutes and 47 seconds into the video. It's a little hard to see, but what, if anything, appears to be in her hand?
My purple wallet.
We're at about 5 minutes and 20 seconds into the video. What does it appear is happening, or what does it appear that she's doing?
Putting my wallet on the front desk.
And is that the same location that you found your wallet in the next day?
Yes.
And that's the end of that video. Just so the court knows, there's another angle of that video on this particular USB drive she'd like to see, but it's just a different angle from the side, right? But it
Yes.
shows essentially the same thing that we just witnessed here on the first clip, for the record, ending in 942, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's been some testimony about locations in this case, particularly where the shop is located there on West Parkway Street there in Groves, where the gas station, the Murphy gas station is located on Twin City Highway, and then where the Smoke Corner is located on Main Street or Main Avenue in Groves. Is it fair to say that all of those locations are about within a 3 mile radius of each other?
Yes.
Now, you didn't testify to this. There was testimony from the probation department that this defendant's home address was at 4440 Gulfway, Port Arthur, in Port Arthur, Texas. That, if I represent to you, that is also within the 3 mile radius of the auto body shop, would you have any reason to dispute that or disagree with that?
No.
In fact, may I approach the witness, Judge?
You may.
You and I, we worked on a map that we thought may assist the judge in understanding the testimony. And for the record, I'm marking this as states 3. Is it fair to say this is a Google map?
Yes.
A Google map of the Port Arthur area?
Yes.
Port Arthur and Groves, right? Any reason to doubt that this is in fact, you're familiar with these locations, the Murphy gas station and obviously your Groves auto body shop and
Yes.
these streets, these landmarks, you're familiar with this.
Yeah.
Any reason to doubt that it's fair and accurate?
No, not at all.
Would it help this judge understand your testimony and the evidence in this case if we're able to utilize this map?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, state offer states 3. I'll tender to defense counsel for such. Yeah, yes, ma'am. This is one. Number 1 is the auto body shop. Number 2 is the Murphy USA. Number 3 is the defendant's home address. And number 4 is the smoke corner. So,
that's as if the state is using it for demonstrative. It doesn't necessarily have the exact address that's listed, but I'm not sure that is the. I'm not sure that is the address. It's just not on that part. So no objection, it's fine.
All right, stage 3 is admitted.
permission to publish, Judge.
Sure.
Again, Morgan, I've got a number here. Number 1 is the Groves Auto Body Shop, and here is number 1 here. And then number 2 is the Murphy USA hot gas station. Number 3 is the defendant's home address at 4440 Gulfway. And then number 4 up top here is the smoke corner. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, all within about a 2 or 3 mile radius of the Groves Auto Body Shop, correct?
Yes.
Now, you mentioned another car that was taken. What, if anything else, was taken?
It's a Credit One credit card.
Were there any unauthorized charges on that Credit One credit card?
There was not, because I keep my credit cards turned off until I use them.
Now, just to be clear, some housekeeping questions here. The Natchez Federal Credit Union card was not issued to this defendant, correct?
No, it wasn't.
It was issued to you as the cardholder, correct?
Yes.
You didn't give the defendant consent to use the card, did you?
No.
What, in your opinion, based on the evidence in this case, the video, what, in your opinion, happened as it relates to the transactions on that Natchez Federal Credit Union card?
That she took my card and used it.
And if she didn't use it, then what?
She could have given it to someone else.
And they ultimately used it, all right? Either one of those two scenarios.
Yes.
Which would make her a party to the offense if she gave it to somebody else to use.
Yes.
I think we talked about the fact that you contacted the police. You also gave them a written statement, correct?
I did, yeah.
And the written statement that you gave them, is it the same as your testimony here today?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Judge.
Real quick, the 500, the restitution
Oh, yes.
shows 576.74 with a $500 deductible for an auto claim.
Could you explain that? That's what we were talking
Did I
about, the
miss-
payment plan, right?
Oh,
It
the
wasn't necessarily-
deductible,
Yeah, I'm sorry, let's not talk over each other because it's hard for her to take it down, but my understanding is, that's what she was paying out in the way of her deductible for her work on her vehicle, right?
so the insurance had paid for everything except $500. And the deductible is due at the time of pickup. The owner, Mr. George Gould, he allowed her to pay $250 and then come back and pay another $250.
So did she paid $250 that day that she picked it up?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay.
That's
Thank you. Ms. Holmes?
Okay, this, Morgan. Do you had a chance to review the full video prior to court today?
I seen it whenever it was first given to the police.
Okay, so if you recall, and if we may need to play it back, if you recall, when Miss Graham is initially at the front, she actually hands cash to the lady who was taking payment. Do you recall seeing that in the video?
I don't.
Okay, well, if I represent to you that it is stated on video that Miss Graham did pay cash, in regards to, I'm not sure if the payment arrangement, but she did submit cash to Grove's Auto Body. Would you have any reason to dispute that if it's on the video?
No.
Okay. Now, I guess let me go back because I want to understand it myself, okay? Because it looks like it's saying a total of loss of $576. Since you can't attest to how much she paid that day, so you are not fully aware if she actually had paid that full 500 on that day, correct?
I don't know what she paid that day, but I do know that I still work there and it still shows that she still owes $250. It's on her folder.
Okay, so let me take that logic with you. So if it's showing that she still owes $250, then that means that she would have had to have paid $250, at least $250 already to you all, correct?
Correct. I just didn't take the payment, so I'm
Yeah.
not.
Gotcha. Okay. And when Miss Graham came to make that payment, did you all keep the vehicle? Or did she take the vehicle?
No, she got her vehicle.
Okay, so she came to pick up the vehicle, she put a down payment, and then the payment arrangement was to her to come back at a later date to pay the remaining balance?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay, but she was allowed to take her vehicle that day?
Yes.
Correct, okay. Do you recall what type of vehicle she drove?
I do not. I was not the estimator that was on her insurance claim.
Okay, understood. Okay, the reason I wanted to ask you that is because obviously if it's, newer models or older models, some vehicles, because it appears that one of the transactions was for Sirius XM
Yes.
radio. And so obviously some vehicles don't even have that capability to have Sirius XM radio. And so that's why I was curious as to if you were aware how old her vehicle is.
That I'm
Okay.
not, I don't know.
Okay, now, on that particular day, so that was January 2nd, correct?
Correct.
2025. And do you recall about what time frame that Miss Graham was at the auto body shop?
I believe it was around 3.
3 p.m.?
It was in the afternoon
Okay, and what time do you all close?
at 5.
Okay, Okay, have there been any other customers coming in and around that time or that day?
No,
Okay, about how many customers would you say you all saw that day? Was it many?
I don't remember that.
Okay, okay. Now, you stated that it appears that Mr. Graham went to the area where your purse was. Your purse was near. We can't exactly see it on video exactly where your purse is, but your testimony was that it was near. I guess the back was at a back wall.
The back wall, yes, I have a black file cabinet and I set it next to the file cabinet.
Okay. And in your opinion, you believe that she took the Nature's credit card, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and there were two purchases on the January 2nd, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, would you agree that you don't know 100%, obviously, because there is no, I guess, physical evidence of who used your card? You can guess or you can make an assumption, but do you know for sure that Miss Benita Graham used your card?
I do not.
Okay. Did the police or are you aware, because if one of these purchases was at a gas station, do you know if they went and took that extra mile to confirm if she did use a card, if there were any cameras at this gas station?
I do not know if there's cameras at the gas station.
Okay. Did the officers or the police department, any of them ever follow up with you in regards to that to kind of to make sure that this is the correct person, or if she's affiliated with possibly anybody who had used your card at this gas station?
I wrote when they came to talk to me at the Groves Auto Body, I wrote the statement.
Mhm.
And they had called and asked if we had the video footage.
Right.
We found it, so Mr. George put it onto the USB. We drove it to the police station,
Yes.
and
Well,
they said they would let me know of updates
Okay.
whenever they received any.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so you all were able to give them the video at your auto body, but you're not aware if they were able or did any additional investigation to obtain any video at this gas station, this
I do
Murphy's
not.
gas station. Okay. Okay, because obviously you do want the person who did use your card to be held accountable, correct?
Correct.
Okay, we just need to make sure it's the right person. On this particular day, did you, I do see that there was a bill paid, so is that an automatic payment on that day?
No, that is something on the Santander.
Mhm.
I pay that, like I go on my phone and pay that, and it usually takes 3 business days to process.
Okay, so you had maybe paid that maybe on the 1st or prior to January 2nd?
Prior to that, yes.
Okay, and it posted January 3rd.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. And is that in addition? It looks like it appears now. Did you go to Walgreens on January 2nd?
Not on January 2nd,
Okay, what day did you go to Walgreens?
on the 1st.
Okay,
It was before then because Walgreens is one that it doesn't post immediately.
mhm. Okay, so let me ask you this, if you can recall, where all did you go on the 1st?
Just to work. And then I had to stop by Walgreens on the way home for my fiance's medication.
Okay, and you didn't make any other stops on January 1st?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, is it possible that you could have made some other stops and you don't remember?
I do remember that I needed gas the next day and my car only takes $27 to fill up.
Okay,
And I didn't get gas on the second, I was like, oh, well, I'll just go the next day.
Okay,
And I didn't go the next day
okay,
because of the
okay.
hard
And
issue.
you typically get gas near the area of where you work or where you live?
Either Murphy's or like the one in Twin City or the one in Orange, depending on if I'm coming from home or if I'm, going and how much gas I have in my car.
Okay, and the Murphys on Twin City, is that considered the Port Arthur area? Or,
Port Arthur and Groves right there,
okay.
next
so-
to the Castle Lane, in front of the Walmart.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, so would this be the same Murphys that the court was used at, or are there, how many Murphys are on Twin City Highway?
Just that one,
Just
I
this-
believe, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this Murphy's so you're familiar with this Murphy's on Twin City, that's one that you frequent to get gas, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay, and you said that you were to get gas, but you don't recall getting gas,
I did not get gas on the second.
right, and not prior to the second.
No, not prior to the second, because I needed to get gas, but I had enough to get back to Orange.
Mhm.
So I didn't stop for any reason. Like I didn't stop on my way home at all.
Okay, okay. And when would you say was the last time that you got gas at Murphy's prior to the second?
Probably 4 or 5 days.
Okay, okay, and did you fill up your tank?
Yeah, fill up my tank. It
Okay.
usually lasts about a week.
Okay, okay. And when you go to Murphy's, just making sure when you go to Murphy's, do you make any other purchase? Like, do you go inside? Do you get breakfast? Sometimes people get additional items
No, I always pay for my gas separate.
at the pump.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, when you pay gas, do you pay by debit or credit?
my debit.
Okay. So, when you pay for your gas, does it immediately come out of your account or does it take a few days?
And usually it'll say pending and then transactions usually post the next day.
Okay, okay. Okay, since you frequent this Murphy's, well, you may not know, but if you had you, after this, noticing that your card was used at Murphy's, did you go to Murphy's to inquire about, any transactions that may have been made on the second or after?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Now this, I don't believe it's alleged, it's not anywhere in your statement, or on the offense reports, but that smoke corner where it says a pre-authorization, I'm assuming that, did not go through, correct? 'Cause you had canceled your card?
Correct.
Okay. And it looks like whatever that one is, that would have been a 3-day hold. It appears on the bank statement. Did you recall that?
I've seen it this morning and then when I sent it to the
Okay.
police. But yeah, usually typically when I use my debit card, it will say pending for 24 hours
Mhm.
and then it usually will come out the next day.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you, Ms. Morgan. Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes.
No further questions, John.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You can step down.
Okay.
Has no further witnesses, state rest.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Ms. Holmes, do you have any witnesses with regard to the allegations, whether or not they're true or untrue?
If I have 1 minute, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'll call Miss Benita Graham.
All right, ma'am, come on up. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You can have a seat. You may proceed.
Thank you. Okay, are you Benita Graham?
Yes.
Do you also go, are you also known as, you sometimes use the last name Green?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and Miss Benita, you're aware that there's an allegation in the motion to revoke your probation that you committed an offense of credit debit card abuse, correct?
Yes,
And it's alleged that that credit or debit card abuse was committed on or about January 3rd of 2025.
yes,
Okay, now let's go back. Do you recall going to Grove's Auto Body Shop?
yes.
Okay, and why were you at the Grove's Auto Body Shop?
I was there to retrieve my vehicle after it was repaired.
Okay, okay, and what was the nature of it? Were you in a wreck?
No, I wasn't per se in a wreck, but it got damaged on a speed bump, which took out all of the front part of the car.
Okay, okay. And so you had an arrangement with Grove's Auto Body for them to make repairs to your vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what was the payment arrangement with the shop?
My deductible was $1,000 for me to pay. I went in and brought $500. And then there was payment arrangements made by the owner that I can pay $250 every 2 weeks to pay the balance that was due.
Okay, so when you went in on January 2nd, how much did you pay the shop?
500.
Okay, and so there would have been a remaining balance of 500?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Now, after that 500 was paid, did you make any additional payments? Did you make any additional payments to pay off that remaining balance?
Yes.
And when did you make additional payments?
It was towards the first of the following month.
So it would have been in February?
Yes.
Okay, and did you go in person to make that payment, or did you pay over the phone?
No, I didn't go in person. I paid over the phone with my card.
Okay, okay. And so in total, and did you make any other payment after that?
No, I did not.
Okay, so you would have, it appears you paid $750. Is that correct?
Yes.
So there would have been a remaining balance of $250.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you could explain, obviously you've seen a video that was brought into evidence, correct?
Yes.
Could you explain to the court when you were at the shop, when you made payment, and what were you waiting on while you were in there? Were you waiting on a receipt or?
I was waiting on the receipt for the payment as well as them to bring my vehicle around to the front part of the shop.
Okay. And as you were waiting, what were you doing?
First, I was standing at the counter, and then when the lady at the counter informed me she had to go to get the car from the back, I had a seat in a chair. As I began to sit down, my keys fell. And when I went to bend down to pick up my keys, they slid. That's where I began to walk towards my keys. I picked them up and put them in my right jacket pocket on the inside. And then I proceeded to sit back down until the lady came back from the back to the counter.
Okay. And when you did that, you sat down, and then did you get up again?
I got up again because she came to the side door and informed me it would be just a minute. So as I was getting up, I stayed at the front counter after I was informed it would be just a minute. And at that time, I went to retrieve my receipt, which was there on the front desk without her being there. My receipt was there for the payment of $500. So I picked the receipt up and put it in my hand.
Okay. Now, you've heard the testimony of Ms. Morgan that it appears that she said that's her wallet in your hand. You recall that testimony?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Could you tell the court what all you had in your hand?
All I had in my hand was the papers, which was the receipt for what I had paid for my vehicle, my phone, and my keys.
Let me just stop you right now, Miss Graham.
Yes,
I want to admonish you before you go any further
Yes, ma'am.
that you are under oath
Yes, ma'am.
in a court of law, which means if you are not telling the truth, you can be charged with aggravated perjury because you're in a courtroom, which is another very serious felony. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So Ms. Graham, is it your testimony that you did not take the credit card of Ms. Brittany Morgan?
I did not.
And you did not make any of the purchases or the transactions that are stated on her bank statement?
I did not.
Okay. Have you ever been to the Murphy's gas station on Twin City?
I've been to Murphy's gas station on Twin City, but not to purchase gas. I've purchased cigarettes and soda or eating items. That's it.
Okay. And the type of vehicle do you have that you had? Do you still have that vehicle?
Yes,
Okay, and what model or year is that vehicle?
2017,
Okay, and what type of vehicle is it?
a Rogue Nissan.
Okay, and does that vehicle have capabilities for Sirius XM radio?
Yes, it can.
Okay, did you make any purchases or do you listen to Sirius XM radio?
No, ma'am, I have canceled that prescription for years.
Okay, okay, so on last year, January of 2025, you did not make any purchases with this lady's card for Sirius XM or Murphy's, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and just briefly, just to so the court can have some clarification, what type of cancer are you diagnosed with?
Breast cancer at the time, stage 3.
Okay, so right now you have stage 3 breast cancer. Are you undergoing any type of chemo or radiation treatments?
Yes, both.
And how often do you have those treatments?
My radiation is once a week. My chemo, it's once every 2 weeks.
Okay, and do you receive those treatments in the Beaumont area or where?
It can be both Port Arthur and Beaumont.
Okay, and you've been working with doctors in regards to hopefully at some point to go into remission, is that correct?
Correct.
Now, is this your first bout with breast cancer?
No, it's not.
Okay, so this is cancer that has come back?
Yes,
Okay, okay. And you are aware of the allegations and how serious they are, correct?
I am. Yes,
With you're currently being on probation for credit or debit card abuse.
yes,
Understand that, and it's alleged that you committed the new offense of credit debit card abuse. Okay,
yes,
and so it was your decision to testify and to explain to the court what transpired in your opinion on that day. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Sharon.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, Your Honor. Morning, Ms. Graham.
Good morning.
Very sorry to hear about your cancer diagnosis.
Thank you.
I just have a few questions for you, if I may. That is you that we see on that video, right?
Yes.
You're not disputing that, right?
No,
And you don't dispute the testimony that when you were placed on felony probation for credit card or debit card abuse, that you were explained the conditions of your probation. Somebody at the probation department explained them to you, correct?
yes, correct.
You understood that to commit another criminal offense would subject you to having your probation revoked and potentially going to state jail. You understood that, right?
Yes,
And if you committed this offense and if the judge finds that you did so, that would mean that you violated your terms and conditions of your probation, right?
yes,
Essentially violating it by doing the same or committing the same criminal conduct for which you were already on probation, if that's the finding that this court makes. You understand that?
yes,
Now, you do, in fact, either you live or lived at 4440 Gulfway, right?
correct.
And you don't dispute that that's in close proximity within a couple of miles of both that Murphy gas station and the Groves Auto Body Shop, correct?
Correct.
And you don't dispute that either of those places are in Jefferson County, Texas, correct?
Correct.
Now, what I'd like to do is play that video, and I want you to show me in that video where your keys go flying. I don't know what words your mouth. What was your testimony about your keys?
I dropped my keys.
And
As I bent down to pick them up, they slid across.
again, I won't put words in your mouth.
Mhm.
They slid across to where?
But on the other side of, I guess it's by the young lady's desk that she described.
Thank you, Ms. Graham. I just want to make sure I got the series of events correctly. They dropped when you went to go pick them up.
Yes,
They slid over to where the desk
yes.
was.
But they didn't slide along now. My foot kicked them. That's what made them slid. I didn't want you to think when they dropped, they slid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the video with the court's permission. I want you to point out when the keys drop and then when the keys slide, if you don't mind, please. The record, we're about 3 minutes and 14 seconds into the video. Again, just stop, just give me a shout when the keys first, when they drop, and then we'll talk about when they slide.
Let me stop.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
second. It should have been right at that moment.
I'll be
Because-
right- Let me right back.
It should have been right there at that moment.
Let's try this. Let's look at this other side of it.
Okay.
And just give me a shout when you see the keys drop or when you see them slide.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. I have a conflict with the video.
Okay,
It's not showing what
Okay.
actually happened to me
all right,
or when at that time.
I understand. So you dispute what's on the video.
Yes, I do, sir.
Was there any reason why you should go behind that desk at the front counter?
No, sir.
Whoever misused that credit card or debit card for Miss Morgan, whoever did that, they should be held accountable, wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
That's what the church.
Any other questions?
No question, Your Honor.
Before she steps down, I want you to put the video back in, please. There was additional testimony about her getting that receipt herself. And I thought when you initially started it at the 3-minute mark, it showed the clerk handing her receipt. So if you need to play it a little bit longer, I want to go through the whole thing and see it. You can,
Just trying to find the spot, Judge.
yeah. And if you want to just go back to where she was sitting, and the 2-minute mark,
Like 2:15.
we can start at about there.
Right there.
So that's after she went into the, any other witnesses, Ms. Holmes?
No, Your Honor.
Now, just, if I may, just really quickly, 30-second summation or argument.
Sure.
Judge, understand there is some mitigation here with regard to this defendant's health, but her diet.
Let me real quick make my finding.
I understand, yes.
Yeah, yes, and then I'll give you both an opportunity to argue.
Yes,
I'm going to find that based on the evidence presented, count 1 true, which is the allegation of committing the new offense of credit or debit card abuse on January 3rd of 2025. The state has abandoned count 2. Ms. Holmes, you may, I'll allow you to make argument.
Yes, Your Honor. I've reviewed this, well, obviously with Ms. Graham, she's aware of what the circumstances could be, obviously, if this allegation was found true, that she could face up to 2 years in the state jail facility. Your Honor, we would like the court to take into consideration health factors, which Ms. Graham is undergoing treatment for her stage 3 breast cancer. If the court does not deem necessary to give Ms. Graham another chance at probation, that's obviously what we'll be asking for. If the court may consider some type of sanction to allow her to have another opportunity to show that she can be a model citizen and complete her probation. She would have completed the probation this year on her current probation, but for the new offense that is in the motion. Your Honor, we are at the mercy of the court. We are asking that the court either consider a sanction, or if the court does not consider a sanction and moves towards revocation, we are asking on the lower end of state jail time due to Ms. Graham's health. But she is aware of what the possibility could be now that the court has made that finding true. And so, Your Honor, we are at the mercy of the court. We are asking that the court consider giving Ms. Graham another chance to complete probation, or if there's any type of punishment that the court consider a sanction.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes. Mr.
Your Honor.
Coleman?
Thank you. Just really briefly, it's unfortunate about her health situation, her cancer diagnosis, Your Honor, but it did not stop her from committing this offense. Judge, what good are our laws if we're not applying those laws equally across the board? She needs to be held accountable. It's not like she went out there and committed another offense, a different type of offense, criminal mischief or something. She committed the very same type of offense for which she was on felony probation for, credit card, debit card abuse. And it's not like she just happened upon that credit card, Judge. You saw that video, you saw the circumstances. This was surreptitious, it was calculating, it was she sat there in the presence of these two ladies as if nothing went on whatsoever, Judge. I think that says something about this defendant. I think that's something this court should take into account, Judge. And I think under these circumstances, this defendant has earned herself a probation revocation, and she's earned herself some state jail time, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Ms. Graham, the fact that you just sat up here under oath and bald-faced lied is beyond me. It's on video. We all saw it. You have put Ms. Holmes in a horrible predicament to try to help you because you haven't tried to help yourself. Had you taken responsibility from the very beginning, I absolutely would have considered some type of sanction and continuing you on probation. You have given me no choice. No choice. The purple wallet's in your hand. We can all see it. There's no keys that go across the room. You're standing up there looking in your jacket, trying to be sneaky at the desk to get it out of the cards out so you can put the wallet. You got handed the receipt. You lied and said that that's why you went around the counter. You have lied so much that you don't even know, and it's right there in front of you. Instead of just saying, I'm sorry, I was having a hard time. It was a crime of opportunity. I saw it. I made a terrible mistake. That's all you had to stand up here and do. And I gave you an opportunity, and I reminded you, are you sure that's your story? Twice I gave you that opportunity. I hate what you're making me do today. But at this time, I am going to find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation. I'm going to revoke your probation in cause number 23, DCCR 1828. Going to sentence you to a term of 18 months. Actually, I'm going to do 12 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. If you guys want to do something with that other case, that's fine. If not, we can reset it for an announcement on the other case. You can go back with the bailiff. Actually, I'm going to hand you, hold on. Y'all need to sign the trial court certification, Ms. Holmes. That shows that this was not an agreement. You have some rights to appeal. Let's see. I'm also going to hand you that written admonishment regarding ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Ms. Holmes, if you'll please go over that with her. Let me get Anna for this. Okay, thanks. I withdrew everything. I denied. Yeah, thanks.
And just like that, it was over. The judge made it clear that the sentence wasn't driven by the original accusation alone. It was the refusal to take responsibility that sealed the outcome. One opportunity after another was placed on the table, and each one slipped away. Let me know below. Was this sentence fair, or would you have handled it differently?